It has been among the most entertaining and exciting ongoing examples of political theater in the history of the 24-hour news cycle. It's the saga of Governor F-word, Rod Blagojevich, and the Senate seat vacated by the President of the United States, and the man who filled that seat, now Senator Roland Burris. Mr. Burris has maintained his innocence of any wrongdoing throughout this epic. Today, a court ordered the release of a taped conversation about that Senate seat, a conversation that was wiretapped by the FBI and is currently under consideration by the Senate Ethics Committee. Now, without further ado, The Rachel Maddow Show proudly, though somewhat nervously, presents The Rachel Maddow Show FBI Wiretap Theater. Tonight's episode involves Citizen Burris and the governor's brother, Rob.
The United States Senate, this august body of honorable men and also some women. This sacred institution of governance, hallowed ground where statesmen and leaders like J. William Fulbright, Daniel Webster, and John Fitzgerald Kennedy once trod the halls. Yes, this was the dignified chamber to which Roland Burris aspired when he received a phone call on November 13th from the brother of the governor of Illinois. Remember, we're talking about the Senate, august, hallowed, all that stuff.
I know you're calling telling me that you're going to make me king of the world, and and therefore I can go off to, wherever and do all these great things. And
well, let me tell you, one thing I am not is a bull, so I will just shoot straight with you. We've had a number of conversations about, anything you might be able to do, you and Fred might be able to do here before the end of the year for Roddy.
Answer me this question, because I'm very much interested in trying to replace Obama, okay? Now,
so let me just tell you, Roland, you and 1 million other people.
That's right.
Of every race, color, creed, and faith. It's amazing.
It is. And so if I put on a fundraiser now, and I think it would have some. I mean, this is what I've been talking to Fred about. It has so many negative connotations that Burris is trying to buy an appointment from the governor for the Senate seat. I mean, and I'm a high-profile person.
Yeah.
I'm now trying to figure out how to deal with this and still be in the consideration for the appointment.
I hear you. No, I hear you.
And if I do that, I guarantee you that will get out, and people say, "Oh, Burris is doing a fundraiser," and then Rod and I are both going to catch hell. And if I do get appointed, that means I bought it. If I don't get appointed, then my people who I'm trying to raise money from are going to look at me and say, what was that all about, Roland? I mean, so Rob, I'm in a dilemma right now, wanting to help the governor. And I'm now trying to figure out what the hell the best thing to do. I know I could give him a check myself.
Yeah.
And my law partner, we were going to try to do something at the law firm. I might be able to do this in the name of Tim Wright. Okay, because Tim is not looking for an appointment, okay?
Okay. I understand your concerns, Roland.
And God knows, number one, I want to help Rod. Number two, I also want to, hope I get into consideration to get that appointment. And however that goes, it will then dictate, how the press treats it.
No encore, at least not tonight. However, we can present to you a rare moment in the annals of Wiretap Theater, a lead player, Senator Burris himself, reviewing his own performance, which he did this evening on Hardball with Chris Matthews. Check it out.
It was a normal fundraising conversation. I had supported the governor in previous fundraising events, and his brother was fundraising. That's what they do. I didn't even make a move to raise one dime of the governor's brother.
Here now, Rachel Maddow Show FBI Wiretap Theater critic, Anna Marie Cox, national correspondent for Air America and contributing editor for Playboy magazine. Hi, Anna Marie.
That's right. Only print to Playboy. That's all I want to say. Only words. So,
was there confusion about that after your last appearance?
I just want to clarify.
If you ever want to do sketches, let us know and we'll update your intro.
Okay, thank you.
So Senator Burris says he did nothing wrong, nothing unethical to get the Senate seat. Does he need to revise that in light of these tapes?
How many different revisions can he do? Because he's already done like a few sets of them. And if he thought he was high profile then, I have a feeling like he's even more recognizable now. The good news for him is, there's a chance he might not be in the Senate for very much longer, but being expelled from the Senate is actually even more rare than being elected to it. So I think he could still put it on his mausoleum.
When's the last time somebody was expelled from the Senate?
1862. I'm so glad you asked, Rachel. Only 15 people in the entire history of the Senate.
So that would make him even more high profile.
That's right.
The Senate Ethics Committee is investigating Burris's actions. The court released these tapes to the Senate Ethics Committee, and that's how we got them today. Is the Ethics Committee where scandals go to die? I mean, they take so long. Their findings are often so cautious.
Right.
Is this something that's effectively keeping a damper on this as a scandal?
I don't think that it's conscious. It's something that happens consciously, but the Senate is a very small club, and once you're in, you're in. And so it's a little like the mafia, I guess, with fewer scandals. Wait, no. So it's possible that the Senate Ethics Committee would vote by a simple majority to suggest that he's expelled or censored. But what really usually happens in the recent past, in modern era, is that step between the Ethics Committee and the full Senate. That's when people usually wind up spending more time with their families.
Yeah.
Well,
Senator Burris still denying that he has done anything wrong. Is he more of a problem politically for Democrats if he stays than if they kick him out?
Well, I think we have to come to. He's probably not going to be kicked out.
Yeah.
But
staying there, isn't he like kind of a giant sore thumb?
He's a giant sore thumb, but he's probably not going to win his primary at this point. He's never won a statewide primary, actually, in his entire career. So I think that's something that's the bright side for many Senate Democrats. And I do think that'll probably stay a Democratic seat.
Well, it is Illinois.
Yes. It's Barack Obama's seat.
Right, fair enough. Although it's now Roland Burris' seat, too, and you can't wash that out of your hair. Air America's national correspondent, contributing editor for Playboy magazine in text, Anna Marie Cox, thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you.